Potatoes and succotash. Everybody now. Honey Garlic Pork Tenderloin, potatoes, and succotash, all in less than 30 minutes. All right, to kick this dish off, I'm going to season up my potatoes with a little oil, salt, pepper, and our Weber garlic and herb seasoning. Next, I'm gonna get to work on our glaze for our pork tenderloin. That's gonna have honey, a little bit of fresh grated garlic, soy sauce, and apple cider vinegar. Now that that's all done, we're gonna work on our pork tenderloin, and our pork tenderloin is gonna be a little bit of oil, salt, pepper, and then we're using our Weber Chop House butter seasoning. Make sure when you're seasoning, you're gonna get all sides, so really make sure you coat that pork tenderloin. Now we're all seasoned up, it's time to go to the grill. Temperature we're looking for, 425 to 475. We're right on it. It's time to get our potatoes down. I'm gonna hit that with a little bit of oil in there. Now time for our pork tenderloin. Pork tenderloin is so good and something that you can add a lot of flavor to, and we're gonna show you how to do that by brushing that glaze on a little bit later. Now we're gonna close off our grill lid. We're gonna set a timer for 6 minutes and I'll see you then. Now it's time to come back, flip our pork tenderloin, and we're going to move our potatoes around, and also we're gonna season up our potatoes. So that pork tenderloin has started cooking. We got beautiful marks on it. You'll notice too, it's releasing. When it releases, that's a good sign. We're gonna come in and we're gonna add a little bit of butter. Again, this is all about it swimming in butter, and it's, you know, with potatoes, there's a lot of different ways to cook a potato because you can add flavor, but it's all about adding flavor as well as texture. So these cooking in this butter is gonna add a whole nother texture to this potato. We're gonna drop some herbs in there too. I like to tie my herbs. The reason being is because when I go to pull them out, it's a lot easier to pull that out when it's tied versus trying to fish around for stems. Nobody really likes to eat stems. So make sure that whenever you're putting that in there, get it in the butter because we want it to release those oils and really flavor up our potatoes here. Now, I don't know who you are, but that right there has got to look good to you. We're gonna shut this grill lid down. We're gonna come back in another 6 minutes. Timer just went off. Now it's time to come back and start really adding that glaze and building those flavor notes onto our pork tenderloin here. Now, pork tenderloin is going to be a little bit different sometimes whenever you get it out of the pack. Some will look more like a triangle, like it has 3 sides. This one here is a little bit bigger, so I'm only flipping it, you know, it has 2 sides, so I'm only flipping it once. The potatoes here, as you can see, they are really doing well in that butter bath, and those herbs are going to sing in this potato dish here. And when you talk about something like confit, you know, cooking it basically in its own fat, we're cooking this in butter, so we're taking a page out of that confit playbook and letting those potatoes just kind of marry in all those flavors, and it's going to be really good. Now let's move on to our succotash, one of my favorite dishes because you can kind of add what you want to on it. One of the key ingredients with succotash is always going to be corn. First thing I'm going to do though is put a little bit of oil down, and then I'm going to add my corn, vibrant colors. I'm going to add my beans. So succotash is basically a vegetable dish comprising mainly of corn, and then the other toppings you put on it is like kind of a loaded corn dish, if you will. So we're also going to add zucchini as well. I like zucchini, especially when I'm making dishes because we're a family. We all get in the kitchen and we all cook. And I want to add as many veggies as I can for my little girl and for us as well. So I'm trying to always pack it full of veggies. I'm going to go back. This is going to hit on the burner. We're going to let it start with at low heat, or kind of a simmer, if you will. And then we are going to add some butter to this dish. I love butter. It just is great in everything. It's in the potatoes. It's going to be in this succotash. And last but not least, we are going to reduce with a little bit of wine. Now, when you're using wine on a dish, it can be whatever you're looking to drink for dinner that night, or it can simply be what pairs well with the food you're cooking. In this case, this wine is what I would drink with this dish, as well as what I'd use to cook with. So it's a win-win in this one. I'm gonna add that butter as well. All right, we got our wine in there, we got our butter, everything's ready to go. We're gonna come back in about 6 minutes, stir it around, and let it continue to reduce. Now that it's been 6 minutes, it's time to come back, and we're gonna add a little bit more glaze on our pork here. And we're gonna move those potatoes around, and then we're going to go back and add a little salt and pepper to our succotash here. So you can see those potatoes are getting beautiful color and they're really getting layered with flavor there. All right, now we're gonna come over here to our succotash. And one thing about succotash, you got the sweet corn here that's gonna add those, those flavor notes of sweetness, but we also have, I love cooking with Vidalia sweet onions. I'm from Vidalia, so of course I love sweet onions, and I like to add them to as many dishes as I can, especially if it's a dish that requires or needs onions, because I love the sweet notes that I'm getting from these onions. And it adds, again, just a depth of flavor in this succotash dish. It's gonna pair up really well with the potatoes and the pork tenderloin. We're gonna reduce the heat on our succotash, let it continue cooking about 5 more minutes. It's looking like time now to pull our pork tenderloin off and let it rest. It's time to pull our potatoes off as well, and don't forget to pull out that bundle of herbs before you plate your potatoes. Now that we have everything plated, I am going to glaze my pork tenderloin one last time before we serve. So I'm gonna do something that my wife would absolutely not agree with, and I'm gonna cut on the plate to get a bite here. Oh man. You can really taste the garlic. The honey comes through, the caramelization there. The potatoes here, that right there is flavor. Don't shy away from that. That's that butter and herb. Oh my God. Succotash should be on the plate for your summer dishes. It screams summer. Hell, it looks like summer. You got green, you got yellow, you got red. It is a good time anytime. That right there, super easy. Less than 30 minutes, you got a great dish for the whole family. Get the whole family involved in cooking, all right? Don't let it be don't be solo, man. Go ahead and get the whole family in there to cook, and you can make amazing dishes like this that you're gonna enjoy all summer long. Don't forget to check out the recipe and ingredients in the description below. Until next time, I'm Jason. Be good and be good to each other.